We welcome you to Game Day Live here with the St. Louis Blues about to get on the ice. The Winnipeg Jets are there now. Game one is in the books, everybody, and the Blues storm off with a brilliant come-from-behind victory, something they haven't done an awful lot when trailing after two periods, but Joe Vitale, that was something else. With the atmosphere here, with the pressure on a young rookie goaltender, and the ability to muck and grind and quiet the crowd and come out with a 2-1 win.
It was terrific. Awesome atmosphere. I thought the Blues did a wonderful job weathering that storm. We talked about after the game, they rope-a-doped themselves in the corner, Muhammad Ali style. They absorbed a lot of hits in that first couple periods. Jordan Binnington played terrific in that second. There was a couple really grade A chances in that game. And Paul Maurice, the coach, even talked about it. He said there weren't a lot of shots on net, but the shots that were there were grade A's, and it was that Bozak line at the end with the game-winning goal. A terrific game, wonderful atmosphere.
Let's start with Binnington right off the hop. There's pressure on everybody in the NHL this day and age. For the 25-year-old, every time he touched the puck behind the net, every time he handled it, loud chorus of boos here in this building. Didn't faze him one bit, ran into, as Mark Scheifele was actually trying to take a different route. It was either behind him or between he and the net, and he crashed into Binnington, got a 2-minute minor. Braden Shen went to challenge him right there, but I'll move forward. With time slipping down on the clock, he absolutely robs Mark Scheifele, so a little bit of a battle there as well. How impressed were you from your perch? You're up there, I'm down between the benches. How did he look from up there?
He looked great.
He did.
Again, the angles were there. One of the first shots on goal came from the near side, and he grabbed it with his glove, completely poised. You knew at that moment he was engaged in the game. The Patrick Laine goal, I tell you what
a shot.
Not many goalies in this league are going to save that there.
No, I'm probably the only one, and I'm 55. No, not a chance. It was a slinger. The way it came off his blade, it was just... There's no way you could detect where that's going.
Very quick, and I thought Jordan looked terrific all game. And Darren, we've seen in playoffs, sometimes there's those momentum-changing series saves. I think about Holtby last year in the Stanley Cup Finals when he robbed Tuck in Game 2, and then the Washington Capitals won that game. To me, in that moment when Binnington saved that Scheifele shot, it was one of those moments thinking, man, when this series is all over, we may look back on that save and think that was a pretty important one.
So that's the save.
I think so.
The
right
Holtby
now.
save was the stick save of a lifetime for Washington Capital fans, and really impressed with Binnington. Just his poise. I thought he handled the puck real well. All the little things that you look for in an inexperienced goaltender at this time, and all of it were A pluses on my part on his side. In Game 2 here. Let's look a little bit about how physical Winnipeg was in Game 1. Their stand-ups, their ability to take away the lines. The Blues had to take some blows. What did they do in the third period, Joe, to adjust from that part of it?
Well, I think in the first period they were very antsy, and this is, you understand why. It's the first game. We have a lot of young players, inexperienced players in the playoffs right now. They were a little bit antsy to make a play to the middle of the ice. We saw a couple nice opportunities in that first period, but they were putting them in the skates, maybe putting them a little bit too far behind. And I think that with that urgency, it was a little bit sloppy in the offensive zone. I think in that third period, Darren, I don't know about what you saw down low, but the ability to hold on to the puck, to be more of a puck-possessive team is what this team's MO is. You hold on to it. The longer you hold on to it, that's when you're going to start seeing areas open up. You look at that Pat Maroon goal right there. That was just from Tyler Bozak. To me, that was the significance of holding on to pucks, keeping it down low, using your body, using your strength, and that's when things really started opening up and using the back of the net. I think the more we use the back of the net, Hellebuck sometimes was looking right, but the puck was coming out left. The defensemen of the Winnipeg Jets have a bad habit of puck staring. You're looking behind the net, the puck carrier, but they're all alone in front. There's some guys kind of squeaking in there. So I think puck possession in the offensive zone and using that back of the net, those are the two things to me that really jumped out at me as why the Blues had so much success in that third period.
As we look forward here, and we'll wrap this up in our Game 2 preview here on Blues Game Day Live. The matchups that Paul Maurice had in Game 1, it wouldn't surprise any of us if there was a little bit of a change. There's a lot of talk that Tanev's going to rejoin that lineup, and maybe you see Adam Lowry, the son of the former Blue Dave Lowry, in more of a heavy matchup against Ryan O'Reilly. We'll see if that develops here this evening for Game 2. It's a late start tonight, don't forget. It's an 8:30, really an 8:40 puck drop here, and it's on KMOX on the radio side. The 100,000-watt blowtorch. You'll be with Chris Kerber on that with the pregame show. And the same thing on Fox Sports Midwest. John Kelly and I will have the call up here, one up and one down, and we can't wait to get things started. Look for the same goaltenders, same lineups, it looks like, except for maybe Tanev jumping in for the Winnipeg Jets. So for Joe Vitale, I'm Darren Pang. Have a great day, everybody.